This is a stab in the dark, and we're talking about...
Coming in with the aggression.
Jesus Christ. We don't hate our listeners.
Well, this song comes in with... this...
The song?
That's not like it.
Back to the claps.
No more claps. Fuck the claps.
Fuck them.
This is... Oh,
I like that noise.
Ooh.
Should we get Mike back as the host?
Two words
Maybe.
in. Yeah.
Welcome to A Stab in the Dark, and I'm a few gin and tonics in because today we have to talk about Verotika, the best movie of the last century.
You need to see more movies.
100 years? The last 100 years or just the 21st century?
Do you know what? Of any century. Any movie that was ever
better than
brought out.
anything in the 15th century,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
for sure. Yeah.
Shakespeare can fucking
Yeah.
fuck off.
He didn't have the dialogue of this one. That's for sure.
No, absolutely. So this is Verotika. So if you're watching or listening in, pick up a drink, enjoy this with us because we've got to talk about the drizzling shits, basically.
If you've just watched the movie, then you'll need a drink anyway.
Well,
so.
surely they've already had several if they've already watched Verotika.
Yeah, if they finished it anyway. It's hard work.
So let's start at the start, as you do, with the
Makes
albino
sense.
spider.
Whoa, we got way more to talk about.
Oh, okay, go. Oh, sorry, go for it,
I mean,
Dave.
the opening fucking credits.
Yeah, with the stabbing of the
terrible.
eyes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The stabbing of the eyes, and then you get the Danzig music, and also and also the kind of fading in and out Spider-Man face and all kinds of dodgy crap.
And like Windows Movie Maker font. And
clip art going on.
Terrible smoke effects.
Yeah.
And the music is like repeating, isn't it? Like
It's forgettable at best. Is that music? Yeah.
I would say that this opens quite well, actually,
Okay, yeah, so
compared to the rest of the movie.
Oh yeah, it's a sliding scale.
Yeah.
I mean, it starts off at about a 4 out of 10.
whoa,
And
that's too
decreased
generous.
from
okay,
there.
okay, maybe we
Yeah.
should Verotika is a 2019 horror anthology, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
so-
Glenn Danzig from the Misfits.
From
and,
Danzig.
And Danzig,
and-
yeah.
from Danzig. Yeah.
And what's the other one?
Samhain.
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 Samhain?
Could you just turn me down one?
I only turned you up
Only one. Only one.
turned you up one.
Well, you must have gone a whole mile. That's better. Yeah, thanks. Sorry.
Back to where it was.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So 3 stories, kind of like in the style.
Each
of,
worse than the last. Yeah.
oh god. I mean, even calling them stories is generous.
Is very loose with the last one.
But it's like intended to be in the style of something like a what's it called? Black Sabbath, like the Bava movies.
Yeah. It's supposed to be overly stylized, kind of violent thrillers, I guess.
Yeah. Based on
vaguely supernatural elements.
Yeah.
That don't make a whole lot of sense.
based on
Yeah.
his comic book series,
Correct.
Verotic.
Yeah.
Do you know,
Well,
do you know
he's
the
got
origin?
a
Do you know the origin
production-
of the name, by the way?
Yeah, it's violence and erotica, but it's
Yeah.
also kind of shit, really, isn't it? Like, it's just the word it's just the word erotica with a V on the end, and then he's just put a K in there for no reason. But yeah,
Smart.
took a real whiz kid to come up with that one. But yeah,
What did you think of Caden Cross's performance? Do you think Dave was the finest performance you've seen?
No.
What was
Not
better?
Well, let's just say it doesn't make the top 100
Are you seen a lot?
for research for this video.
yeah, research
Yeah.
under the guise of research.
well, I mean, she only says about 5 lines in the entire movie, doesn't she?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
barely worth a credit.
Yeah, so she's like our like Elvira, right? She's
Yeah.
the host.
Yeah,
And
our
she's
crypt keeper.
She's
Yeah.
called what? Morella. Okay, Morella. And her segments are terrible. She's like, her introductions are like, Now for our next story.
Yeah. And she's got a cross there for some reason, and she's got like ears of some kind.
Little
Like,
demon horns, are they?
I thought they were like pixie ears or
Pixie
something.
ears.
I don't know. They look like pig ears.
What do they call the people watching? My darklings, yeah.
Oh, I must have omitted that from.
You're
I
not
don't want to be one of
Darkling.
Danzig's.
Oh, that's the
darklings.
name of a Glanzig fan.
A darkling.
A Glanzig fan. Danzig fan.
Is that when he had a glam face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so then we go.
Sure, start with the first story.
The first story set in French, somewhere French. Paris? Is that right?
French
Paris.
French LA.
Not Paris, Texas. Paris.
Paris. Paris.
France. Yeah.
Yeah.
The albino spider of Dajet.
Yeah.
Dajet.
Ashley Wisdom plays the lead role in this one.
The eponymous Dajet in a career-defining role.
And don't do that to me. It opens with a very sexy scene, wouldn't you say?
I wouldn't say it was sexy, no. I'd say it looked like softcore porn, but it wasn't sexy.
It is basically softcore pornography,
yeah,
isn't it?
it looks terrible. The acting, once they begin talking, is terrible. The writing is terrible. And that's before we get to the PS2 spider that comes crawling in. So
I got 3 notes for this scene. Oh my god, the CGI spider is terrible. The most unsexy makeout I've ever seen, including
yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah. And then finally, what the actual fuck? Eyes on her boobs?
Yeah. That doesn't really have any relevance to anything else in this story.
Yeah, and there's no explanation why she has.
And it's got nothing to do with the Spider-Man.
Eyes for nipples.
Is the tear that makes the Spider-Man, does that come from?
That's from her boobs. Okay, so so
that's the only connection to.
She's with her boyfriend, right? They're making out. He's trying to give her a blowjob, and he's trying to take her top off, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, please,
don't, no.
Eventually, succeeds taking her top off, and we see terrible fucking prosthetic boobs that look like they're made out of paper mache.
Yeah.
And instead of nipples, there are eyes for no reason.
Yeah.
Never really explained.
No. And he runs away. And her friend comes in, right?
Yeah.
Can I just say, that's the worst fucking top you could wear. If you don't want the person you're making out with to take that little crop top that just covers the boobs.
Well, she wasn't even wearing a bra to prevent any accidental... nipple eye shenanigans.
She says she's been through this before. So why aren't you wearing more fucking clothes in this scenario?
And
could even put a pasty over the
Princess Leia.
Yeah, what? That's what everybody thinks. Yeah, just like Princess Leia. Yeah.
Do you not know this?
What, no.
When she wanted to wear Carrie Fisher wanted to wear a bra in the original Star Wars.
Yeah, Lucas said there was no bras in space.
Yeah, there's no bras in space, so she had to put tape over her nipples. And basically, I don't know how true this bit was, because I've seen this in a documentary somewhere over the years, probably Channel 4. They said that, at the end of the day, one of them would be lucky enough to tear them off, every day. Now, that's probably aged very badly since that aired. Anyway,
why can't she tear
that can be cut out?
Why can't she tear her own nipple tape off?
Because
women don't tear off their boobs. In space, women don't tear off their own tape.
Yeah, exactly.
In space. No.
And they kiss their brothers.
Yeah. This is all staying in.
Yeah, it's not staying in. Who's editing this one? I'm not editing this one.
It's your turn, and technically, is this one recording session?
Whoa! I'll do the other two. If one of you...
What if I do the Verotika one?
You can do the Verotika one.
Well volunteered, Mike. Yeah. We both heard you volunteer. Thank you.
Depends when it's going out.
Or Dave can do it.
No. It'll take me months.
This isn't coming out for a while.
Good.
Post-Halloween.
That's 3 weeks away.
Anyway.
Definitely 4 weeks away.
Yeah.
Definitely 5 weeks away.
It's actually 6 weeks away.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So she's so sad that she gets stood up by her boyfriend that she starts crying, and then her boobs start crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
It's all a connected system. Yeah.
and one of them, like, somehow the tears fall from her boob, like, onto a spider that's on a plant in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck
It's not
that
even
happens.
on the floor or anything.
No,
is
it is on a plant, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So not only do the boobs cry,
The wind was
they cry. Yeah, it's very
gusting
windy,
in
weird.
there.
100
Yeah.
miles per hour that day.
And then
Yeah, the spider falls down and we get some lovely visual effects
like PS1
kicking in.
Yeah.
PS1.
But not quite as good as the practical effects of the Spider-Man. Yeah.
And then we're
With
introduced
his
to
definite 3 moving arms on each side.
Yeah.
Not 2 moving arms overall, and then just some like
Prosthetics.
may as well be like bits of wood connected to him. Yeah.
Do you know the worst thing? This spider character is literally the best part of the entire film.
Well, I mean, my favourite bit is the bald cop in the second story. But we'll get to that, yeah.
I do like that the spider has a French accent. That's
Oh, everybody has a French accent.
But they all have a weird kind... There was
quote
apparently...
unquote French accent.
Yeah, there was a
Apparently-
French dialogue
Apparently a
coach.
vocal coach, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there really?
That's what he
Yeah,
said,
hired
yeah.
for the set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is somewhat unbelievable.
No, it is true though. If a French spider could speak English, he would have a French accent.
That is true. Actually, all criticisms resolved. It's
I
flawless,
guess.
actually.
Yeah.
Realistic.
So then what?
But also speaking English though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we get the section with the anal shit going on.
No, that's not yet.
Oh, that's not yet.
The
it kills
best
her.
friend gets killed
Yeah,
by the
it kills,
Spider-Man.
It kills her, like...
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh,
that.
no. Marielle. No.
There's
Yeah.
awkward cuts throughout, isn't there? There's
Yeah.
like these awkward cuts and they don't make sense. There's no continuity.
Every
between
single
anything.
like scene ends with like a weird fade to black
Yeah.
and then a like a sharp cut into more bullshit. So yeah.
Yeah, and there's like all the time as well, like you get the sense, right, that the actors don't know what to do. They said all their lines,
No.
and the camera's still pointing on them, and I guess they're waiting for him
They're,
to
like,
say
awkwardly
cut or something. They're
standing
just
there.
like
yeah,
standing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And, like nobody calls cut, and they don't edit it, like cut that bit off either, right? You see
Yeah.
everything, and then it fades to black.
I've seen like 12 Uwe Boll movies, and all of those were better made than this movie. Like at least Uwe Boll knows how to use a camera.
Do you know, I've heard this called the room of horror movies, and that is
Yeah.
fucking insulting to Tommy Wiseau, and I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it is-
you're right. You're
like,
right.
honestly, it
You're
is,
so
like-
right.
It's just not
Yeah,
on the same
because
level at all.
I mean, in the room, the writing is terrible and the acting is terrible, but the directing is fine, I guess, and the editing is fine in comparison to.
he somewhat understands
this.
human.
Yeah.
Human interaction.
As an outsider
Yeah,
that isn't a
yeah.
human, yeah,
An observer of the humankind.
yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, then we get the bit in the alleyway where he says he wants to,
I bend you over
yeah,
and fuck you in the ass.
yeah, just like that.
And what does
yeah.
she say, Dave?
Monsieur has good eye.
Mm,
As fuck is my specialty.
yeah.
My favorite line in the
It
whole.
reminds me a bit of Tomb Raider.
What the fuck? What
The game
version
or
of
with
Tomb Raider
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
play?
The,
Angelina
the,
Jolie?
The what's the one called? The fifth one? No, the sixth one.
I'm not going to know the name of the
There's
sixth Tomb Raider off.
There's Chronicles, and then the Angel of Darkness.
Oh, the
It
shit
reminds.
one.
No. It's not shit.
Well, it's supposed to be shit.
Well, it's
Allegedly
it's
shit.
incomplete. It's incomplete. But there's some terrible French accents because it takes place in Paris, and they're all speaking English, but in a French accent. It's basically hello, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
that.
Well, I mean,
throughout.
Tomb Raider had that all the way through. Like Terminator. Because Tomb Raider 2 had like some very questionable white men doing Asian accents. So
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. Anyway.
But then he snaps a neck. He says,
Yeah.
The-
Yeah.
I
So,
also
so
like to
basically,
snap
basically what
necks.
happens is like,
Yeah.
for some reason, her boob tears turn this spider into a giant Spider-Man with like a little French accent and a little French mustache. And whenever she goes to sleep,
With
like,
a little French flat in a little
Yeah.
French car.
Yes. Whenever she goes to sleep, he
derailing
just
this.
starts patrolling. It's Verotika. Who gives a shit? Fuck it.
Piece of garbage.
Yeah. And so whenever she falls asleep, right, he's patrolling the streets, just killing women for no reason, and presumably
Sorry, I didn't laugh at that. Yeah, go on.
Okay, so he kills the. I guess she's like a sex worker, right, on the street.
Yeah, but these people have no relation to
She's
the
a
main
complete
girl.
stranger, right?
The
irrelevant.
neck breaker just likes killing prostitutes.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
I think you mean the neck breaker.
Yeah.
So. So she has like dreams, right? She must realize what's going on because she
wakes up every time and knows that.
Yeah, but she wakes up every time and goes, no.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So is this when she goes to the porno theater?
Yeah. And then she says, "Why is this movie only 6 or something?"
Yeah.
But my favourite bit in the whole film happens here.
Oh God.
Where the guy likes
Spit it out.
You love this movie.
the guy just he hardly touches her, and he touches her shoulder like this if you're watching the video, and he just she feels so good, and you've barely touched her shoulder, and you're saying
he knows that's all he needs. That's all he needs.
He's a shoulder man. Yeah.
he has a shoulder fetish.
It's what he's into. Yeah. Kink shaming.
It's just the best scene in the whole film.
So she falls asleep in the movie and then immediately gets like sexually assaulted.
No, they're not touching her shoulder.
They're going for it.
They're creeping in.
They're
creeping in, but he's going, oh, she feels so good as I touch her shoulder.
Do you know what's fucked up though is that that saves the life of the other woman? Because like the Spider-Man is like in the process of killing someone.
Wait. So you're saying
Tom Holland is in the process of killing someone. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know.
So what you're saying
not
is...
Toby.
No, the true Spider-Man.
You're saying sexual assault.
Saved life.
It saves lives.
It saves women.
Yeah. That's literally what happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's what Danzig's saying.
Yeah. That's what he thinks. Also, did you notice when like the camera's pulling like up the cinema?
Yeah.
Instead of like a projection, have you seen this? Instead of like a projection, like a
right.
Oh, it's fan, isn't it? It's a fucking
it's a light, and then a little fan going around.
Oh right, there isn't actually a movie.
Like,
I noticed that my first watch. I was like, oh my god.
Well, they couldn't afford a projector.
No.
Just to have a projector.
Yeah, it's literally a fan in front of a light.
Yeah. It's fantastic. Ingenuity is what I call that.
It said on IMDb that they'd spent like $1.5 million on this movie or something.
What the fuck?
I don't know
how they could have possibly done that.
Cocaine for Danzig, I guess.
Yeah, presumably. Money laundering for the mob. Like,
I feel like porn actresses, you already pay them quite a lot, probably, right? Like,
not hundreds of thousands of pounds, surely.
Unless you're Caden Cross.
Yeah, I mean, she's like a recognisable name.
I recognise the name. I don't know what
like an hour of her life to record those like two scenes, 3 scenes. Don't know what it was doing with the money. Bullshit.
Jesus Christ. This is gonna be a nightmare to edit. Okay. What?
I don't know who's editing this.
I'm not doing it.
You've got to do it.
I'm not doing it.
Just chuck him in at the like deep end.
You gotta learn.
It's gonna be incomprehensible. I say we don't edit anything and just release it. No one gives a shit.
Leave it as a drunk
It's Verotika. Nobody fucking watched it. Just release the whole thing unedited.
Yeah.
Keep all of this in.
Why not? Why not?
Okay, so she.
Oh god, I've had way too much gin and tonic.
So after the attempted sexual assault saves the woman's life, she wakes up and runs out. And goes...
No, you can't say that.
That's literally what happened. That's the plot.
Danzig
said
this.
That's the plot of the film. That's what happens.
In the script. Yeah.
Oh, okay, go on.
So she runs to a cafe, right? And she's like, I must stay awake.
Yeah.
And then we have the best actor in the whole film, the waiter, coming in.
Yeah.
Like, that guy is so terrible.
I mean, it's a sea of just terrible. I don't know whether he is
Mate,
the worst.
this guy.
I think the worst is, again, we'll get to it, but in the second story, the one that wants to run interference for Mystery Girl.
No, the waiter's way
She's
worse.
the worst.
No.
No.
The waiter is like, watch out for the neckbreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fun. That's great.
His face as
I'm
well
down
is
with that.
terrible. Also,
His
like,
face is terrible.
his face is just terrible. I
Right.
just don't like that guy. Also, neckbreaker is like a terrible serial
Well,
killer.
yeah, it's like
Neckbreaker.
Chat
The
GPT,
neckbreaker.
like
Yeah.
just adding a the on the end of what he does.
Yeah.
Oui.
So then, I don't know, bullshit happens. She leaves. Like, she leaves.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, this
bullshit.
is literally the point where I stopped bothering to write down the plot, because I put my last 2 points are falls asleep and gets groped, and then spider shot by police. So
You miss out the waiter,
There
mate.
was fuck all. There was fuck all going on. Nothing.
Did you go to the
Nothing
toilet
happening.
in this part?
I wish I had, man. There was nothing going on.
Hard context.
So,
Spider gets
Sounds
shot
like
by
a-
police.
Like an Onion article. Yeah.
Oh, holy fuck.
she decides to take matters into her own hands, right? So she takes a bunch of pills and goes back to her house. And this is actually the best scene of the whole thing. Yeah, I can't believe you didn't write notes about this bit. When
Right.
she's like dying, the cops come in.
No, the cops are so stereotypically French. It's unreal.
And yes, okay, so she's like falling asleep but dying because of the sleeping pills.
Right.
And so he comes into existence by the window. By the way, I think it's here. You can like see he's stood in front of the window. You can see like the crotch of his costume is open. Like the guy like had to take a piss.
Well, and
they
let the fly down.
Didn't close it, and it's just open like a big hole there.
Right.
Anyway, so the cops come in, and they're like, let go of her neck or something, and she's already on the floor. And he's still over her. and then they.
But he is the neck breaker. Obviously, he's got to be.
Yeah, of course, it's
holding
on
a
the
neck.
neck.
Yeah.
And then they start. Firstly, the cops are completely unfazed by seeing him. In fact, nobody is fazed by seeing him.
No one's
They're
like,
man, it's totally normal."
he's a spider
Yeah.
in human form
It's like,
Yeah.
with a French accent.
And so they shoot him for a bit.
Speaking English
Yeah.
with a French accent.
They shoot him for a bit, and then after like an arbitrary amount of time, the cop's like, "That's enough bullets. That's enough." Yeah. And then the best fucking bit. He's been shot a whole bunch, and he's
Well, I
like,
remember the bit where he's like, "Wake up, you
"Wake
bitch!"
up, you bitch! I'm dying.
Yeah. That is a good bit.
I'm dying."
Yeah.
And then I think that's basically the.
What they say? What's he saying?
You bitch! Wake up!
No! That's another great line. Is where he's like she like something about a neck not.
Oh yeah, the cops.
Something
looking
about
over.
a neck not being broken, and it's like it's an overdose. It's like-
Oh yeah, there.
Oh yeah.
no.
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, she has nipple eyes for nipple. What's the fucking line?
I can't remember exactly.
Eyes for nipples. Yeah.
Eyes for
She has
nipples.
And again,
eyes for
they're
Yeah.
like, man, it's fine. It's normal. They say it all the
Yeah,
time.
and then it just
Yeah.
sort of awkwardly pans.
Just another day in the French police.
And
Yeah,
that's,
yeah, of
and that's
course.
the end of the best story of the three.
The one we're probably gonna have most to talk about. And, like,
Yeah.
the rest of them are padded out for time like crazy. Yeah.
So we have a bit with Caden Cross, but it's fucking.
No. Let's go into deep detail with Caden Cross. What's Caden Cross saying?
I don't even remember what.
Where
she
she's
says
like-
between-
Is it this one when she's like, the eyes have it?
yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
No, that's at the beginning of the first one. When she has the eyes.
No, it calls back. You
Oh,
see her
oh.
stab the eyes, and then she's got the eyes.
Oh,
on
is that at the
her-
end of this one? She's like, the
Yeah.
eyes have it.
Mm.
Her best line. She's just
This is
leaving.
full anarchy
What's the
podcast.
Okay.
Are we still going?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Welcome to episode 2. Change your face. Ladies and gentlemen, change your face.
yeah.
Oh yeah, change
In
the
the
face.
French.
And then you get like a rubbishy pop up of the
Of the title of the yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is...
This is where the Danzig music really kicks in.
This is where the fucking shit goes.
I think I hate this one
Good.
the most, honestly.
No,
this is my favourite one.
This is the best one.
Okay, so it's obviously like...
It's not worse than the third one. We'll get to that, but that one's just garbage.
Well, I choose to believe that the third one is like a joke on the audience and then it's funny, but...
I doubt you laughed 1 single second of that watching
Well,
it.
why would I laugh at a joke at my expense?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's a reference to Eyes Without a Face, right? And the whole plot of this one...
But that's just insulting.
Well, it's completely fucking
Eyes Without a
insulting.
Face is one of the best horror movies
Yeah.
of that era / all time, and this is not.
So this one's about a stripper that's got like a scarred face or some shit.
The mystery woman.
Scarface.
Scarface, yeah.
Say hello.
Mystery... the mystery
To my
girl.
change your face.
And you're getting cut completely out of this one. And
Oh, so is that saying you're
oh, no.
editing?
If I'm
sounds
editing,
like
then
it is,
nothing's
You're
getting
editing.
cut. Nothing's getting cut then. Okay, yeah, so this is about a stripper with a Jesus Christ.
There's just no care made.
So she's got a scarred
Go on,
face.
Dave. Carry on.
A stripper called Mystery
go on,
Girl
Dave.
with a scarred face.
Yeah.
And she's a serial killer, and she
Whoa.
She cuts off people's
Go back.
women's faces to wear them over her own.
And she's got a little collection on her wall.
Yeah.
It's a good collection. It's like,
And all she dances for 5 minutes at a time in the strip club, and we get to watch the whole thing
ladies
for some
and
reason.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
So it starts with her like killing a woman, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you want?
Oh yeah.
I want your face.
I want your face. No,
Yeah.
not my face, or something like that.
Yeah. Some more quality dialogue. Yeah.
And Jesus Christ, like the lens flares in this one. Did you notice? Like,
No, I didn't
like
see
it was
that.
just, it's fucking. There's just massive like lines of like white just across the screen for like whole scenes. It's just terrible.
What? Not on purpose, just
No, it's just
incidentally.
really bad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I vaguely remember a little bit of that.
There are some fantastic songs though in this one. I love these. These are up there with I don't know, Yesterday, and
By the
Well, the Beatles.
Yeah, and Imagine. You know, they're right up there.
Are those your two
Why you got John
picks
Lennon
for
on
like
the brain?
the best songs of all time?
I was just thinking of the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They're right up there with like, you know, Hey Jude.
get the Beatles off your brain, Jesus. What about this
You know,
movie
like-
makes you think of the Beatles?
Yellow Submarine.
Well, Beatles and spiders aren't so dissimilar. So, yeah.
That's a good point. You didn't think of that, did you?
You showed me, Mike. You showed me.
I really did. I really did.
So yeah, the first appearance of Mystery Girl at the
Yeah,
the strip
dancing
club.
for fucking ages.
Mystery Girl.
and it is 5 minutes of
Yeah.
strippers dancing. To
And
like,
you complain.
it's
Yes.
it's
Not
so,
sexy in the
No, I
slightest.
know. I'm
terrible.
joking.
Going
Go on.
It's just mind numbing, is what it is.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
and then what? So then the cops, right? They find the body of the first woman that
Yeah.
she killed.
And then we get the best character in the movie, which is
bald
the bald cop.
Yeah.
Who has just as shit lines as everybody else. but
He knows what
but he
he's
sells
in,
them
I think.
to the
In what way
happiest
is he
degree.
bold? Is he bold in like how
Both.
aggressive he is? Or
He's
how...
bald and bold.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I think I wrote down like another sicko killer. Where's her face? I got the motive. She wanted her face.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like brilliant.
Yeah.
And then,
Those are all great lines.
Yeah, the
delivered
whole
10
scene
out
is
of 10.
amazing. The best bit though, and it's this thing about like not cutting away. It's that there's a cop at the front that just eats a donut, and you just watch him eat it, take a slow bite, and then just say nothing and just walk in front of the camera, and that's just how it ends.
Yeah.
And it's so because it seems so dramatic, like nothing happens, and then the cop just goes, eats it. And then again nothing happens, and then he just walks away.
Yeah. He's going for that realism. It's like you're really there.
And then like
First person mode.
Yeah.
And then for like no reason or no setup again, now she's killing another woman, right?
yeah.
She's in like an apartment building now, And the woman's like, I didn't call maintenance.
Yeah. I love this scene.
And she already has a face. There's no real justification given for why she's collecting like 20 faces.
Can I just interject because
Please
you've missed out the best character in the whole film?
No, I talked about the bald man.
No. You're wrong. It's fake news. The best character is in fact the front counterman, who also happens to be X-Pac, or if you're a WCW fan, Six-Pac, from World Wrestling Federation, World Championship Wrestling, and in real life, Sean Waltman, who was also done, might I add, pornographic material with China in One Night in China.
What, officially released?
Yeah, officially released. Let me just check.
I thought you'd get like banned from wrestling.
One Night in China.
Promotion.
Oh, we're just going to watch him porn on the podcast now.
No.
And here's an excerpt.
There you go. So One Night in China, 2004.
Oh, we are.
So, do you want to hear the featured review? Titled Save for After Dinner. The great video quality is one of the few good things about this bit of a sideshow. It's sharper than a lot of other professional movies. It just goes against the idea that amateur sex tapes have to look crappy with bad audio. But it's just bad irony that this great video has subpar performers. There's truth in the title. With his pro wrestling credentials in tow, Sean Waltman visits China to help sell the name. One Night in China doesn't is catchy. I'm quoting that. Other than the curious factor, it feels like the only reason to watch is the novelty of seeing celebrities getting freaky. And some would argue about freakishness in this one. This is proof that there is a huge difference between being a fan of Joni Lawler, brackets China, and wanting to see her have sex. The red light district people scrape the barrel with this one. It's really depressing.
Jesus Christ. You're forcing this to be edited. I guess we have to fucking cut it now.
Well, you don't have to cut it.
Is it like the sunny one? Is it that bad?
No.
Tammy
no.
Lynch.
It's... Oh, someone's been Googling.
Somebody knows her real name.
Yeah. AOL's most downloaded woman of 1997.
I was there at 3.
Dave, you're editing this shit.
I'm not doing it. It's just never getting released.
It's happening.
You gotta learn.
Yeah.
I'm not learning on this.
This is yours.
There's gonna be more.
This is yours to deal with. Good luck.
So where were we?
I don't know. We're talking about China.
She was killing the blonde, right? And like,
yeah.
But can I just mention that Sean Waltman, aka X-Pac, is really cool, and he used to be the 1, 2, 3.
It's officially very cool.
He used to be the 1, 2, 3 kid in WWF in the early days of WWF Raw, and he beat Scott Hall like legitimately 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, and that was a huge moment. So he's a legitimately badass motherfucker in wrestling. He's a really cool guy, and there's a lot of respect on his shoulders. There's a lot of shit going on with him, but he's very well respected in wrestling in the wrestling circle.
the guy that was in this film.
The guy that was in this film.
But was he well respected and doing wrestling promotions in 2019?
No, but he's got a huge legacy. Like he did that in the early days. He was the first sort of.
But does he need the money? Why is he in this movie?
Oh, he's always been involved in like this sort of stuff. I tell you why I think he's cool, right? Is because he's never shied away from this sort of shit. You know, he's never been. He's always a man of the people.
Right.
He knows what's up.
Being in Verotika is
no, but he's basically in
people.
He's basically been in a porno, and he's in this as well. And it's just like, fuck it. He does what he wants.
Way more embarrassing than the porno.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And I don't know. He's just a fucking badass motherfucker who was a smaller guy, like less than 200 pounds. He weighed back in the day, which is nothing. He was like 5'9", but he made his way through the wrestling industry in the 90s during the big man era stuff. Like, he's cool. He's a cool guy. He's probably, out of everyone in this film, he's the fucking badass motherfucker that's in this film.
Coolest man in the film. We don't. But
Whoa.
do we know any of the other men in this film at all?
Exactly. Exactly. And that's I rest my case.
I'm saying the bald cop is the coolest man in this film.
Did he beat
I hate
Scott
that guy.
Hall 1, 2, 3 in the middle
It
of
just
the ring?
wasn't filmed, but he did. Yeah. Yeah. It was a house show.
Good luck editing this, Dave.
I'm
Carry
not
on.
editing it. I'm not doing it.
Yes, you are. Go on.
Yeah, so like she's killing the blonde.
She's a killer.
Do you notice how like weird that whole
She's a
sequence is?
killer.
Like she like pulls the knife, and then like it like cuts. They're struggling, and then she's suddenly like unconscious somehow,
Yeah.
and then like cutting her face off.
Yeah. I mean, the rest of the movie's pretty badly edited, but that's one of the more
Yeah.
insulting ones.
And then
Yeah.
I think there's another fucking 5-minute stripper bit.
Yeah, the
No. Wait. Whoa. You've missed out the whole idea that she got shot like 6 times.
No, that's at the end.
No, we haven't got there
there
yet. We haven't
yet.
got
I thought that was straight after. Oh, no, sorry. Carry on.
So then. Whoa, you can
Sorry,
talk about
Dave.
Projecting.
Whoa. Let me just interject and say you haven't got to the best bit yet. I'm really looking forward to you doing this. You're narrating this so well.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I'm narrating Verotika.
This is your starring moment.
You're making it seem a better movie than it is, perhaps.
Yeah. You're so good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I'll give you a hand job later.
Well, we're keeping that in.
Yeah, I'm not cutting that out.
Yeah.
So the cops.
We're gonna
Yes.
simulate the hand job while I'm talking about the Sean Waltman in China.
Tell me more.
You're not going to watch it, you're just going to talk about it.
Yeah. And Dave's gonna get like real turned on by that shit.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Carry on.
So the cops investigate. They investigate the dead blonde.
He's so bracing. He like the dead blonde. He like the bird.
And that bald cop is so fucking annoying. Man. He's insufferable.
Annoying? What do you mean?
And like so
The only entertaining bit.
they find like a business card for the strip club, right? And then somehow
Pussycats with a K.
Yeah. I thought it was Puggy Cats because the way the S was. And
That famous
Boogie
name,
Cats.
Boogie Cats.
And they somehow know that it's Mystery Girl, right? They're just like, yes, it's Mystery Girl.
They
I
jumped
don't know.
to
How
a
the
big
fuck
old
they know?
conclusion.
Well, do you know what? That's a sign of a great detective.
He just knows.
He followed his
Do that.
nose.
Intuition, yeah.
Follow your
Instincts.
nose.
And so they go to the strip club.
Sorry.
Just cutting this whole fucking plot. They go to the
Yeah,
strip
go
club.
on. No, you're doing a grand old job.
Thank you. The cop barges the way in. I don't know. Gets his way to the back. There's
No, that's where we see X. I've got my.
Now we're at the bit.
And now we're at the bit where we see Sean Waltman / X-Pac / Six-Pack.
Yes.
Who's a cool badass motherfucker.
We also see what I think is the worst performance in the movie, which is the girl that warns Mystery Girl and then runs interference.
She's not like worse than anybody
I think
else.
she is.
No.
worse.
She's not worse than
there's
that.
something
Wait,
about it.
No
man.
way.
I can see in her eyes that
What the fuck?
she's
You just
acting.
don't like that.
You can see it in her eyes, man. She doesn't believe what she's saying.
She killed the illusion for you.
She barely got through the word interference as well. She struggled.
Yeah, that might be true.
Yeah.
It's a long word. So he goes into the back.
You should be sitting in this seat.
He goes into the back and finds Mystery Girl there, and then it's so fucking messy what happens, right? Like,
Yeah. He gets his throat slashed, but only a little bit.
yeah,
And then she gets shot like a million times,
so
but only a little bit.
she's behind him, slashing his throat,
Yeah.
and then he shoots forward, and then she's disappeared in front of him.
And somehow
And
got
has been
shot,
shot a
but
bunch
also
of-
escaped. Yeah.
And then he's like, "Ready or not, Mystery Girl, here I come." Or was that before?
Yeah.
No, that is
before.
there. That is
Yeah.
there. No, that's
Well,
there.
Is it not? I thought he said something
He says
along the
like,
lines of
"You're
like,
not gonna get far."
yeah, that's what he says.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
Ready or Not is before he finds her.
Yeah.
And then okay, so she sneaks up on him behind him with a
Yeah.
knife, cuts his throat. Then he somehow shoots her and she runs away.
Yeah.
And she's got bullet wounds in the next
Yeah,
scene
yeah,
while
yeah.
she strips.
Yeah, and then she's like disappeared and changed her identity
Yeah.
from Mystery Girl to Mysteria.
Yeah. I knew it was something. Nobody will ever.
How did they never find her?
Yeah.
But
Nobody's going to make that.
But the story doesn't end just yet
What?
because we got
It doesn't?
5 whole minutes of mysterious stripping. Oh
Wow.
yeah.
To another shit song, no
And
doubt.
with
yeah.
potentially the worst bra I've ever seen in my life. That,
Oh,
in that
is it
scene.
really?
I don't remember. Is that the black
Oh,
one?
I was
It's the black one.
It's to
yeah.
show
not
off her
great.
bullet wounds.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
That is right. Yeah. Well done. Good
So then
work.
we
Good work.
we go back to our miraculous host, and she says
And what's her name?
Morello. And she
What's her real name?
what is it? Carly Kloss? No, that's
Like
it.
you
Model.
don't know.
I don't know anything.
Caden,
what is it?
Caden?
isn't it?
I've never. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
The ruse is broken.
and then she gives a great introduction to the final story, which with. And now to our next story. Some shit like
There's
that.
literally nothing.
And then we're on to the final story. Drunken,
I made like
Countess
five.
of Blood.
I made 5 notes about this one, and they're like 3 of them are just insults. Yeah. The first one, the first 3 are so boring and dry. Worst of the 3, nothing happens. So,
I must admit, the first time I watched this, I completely lost focus, and I kind of
It's impossible.
I've never watched this sequence
You need
with
to-
my eyes on it.
you need to be strapped down
Both-
like a Clockwork Orange
Yeah,
to
yes,
be able
yes.
to watch this segment because nothing happens.
Yeah, but-
it's
yeah.
begging you to just do something else, please.
Both
Yeah.
times I watched this on double speed, and it still felt too long.
Yeah.
I have a big question for you, though, Dave. A genuine, like, hard-hitting question.
Okay, I'm
for
ready,
you,
I'm ready.
okay? As the host of this
Okay, go for it. Hit
podcast.
me.
You making it up right now? or-
No.
Building the hype, Mike, for the question.
You're trying to do a Davina.
Wait. Yeah. Please do not swear.
Yeah.
I know there's a bit of peep show going on there.
Yeah. That's a bit of it. I'm glad that you noticed.
Yeah. He's horrible.
The hump.
I'm married. The hump.
Verotika,
I mean, it kind of is.
I have a serious question, Dave.
Yep.
And it is, how often do you bathe in the blood of virgins?
Not enough.
No.
She pronounces it Virgins.
Virgin.
Virgin. Sorry.
Yeah.
So how often do you, Mike?
Every damn day.
With skin like that, of course.
Virgins.
Got to do something about the eczema, man.
Okay, yeah.
That's what the doctor prescribed. Yeah.
So this one is
The blood of.
what's this like
Hey, in like
a vampire
Doctor's
zombie.
scribble to the pharmacy.
Did I not-
Oh, that's $8.99.
Yeah. Did I not tell you I went to the doctors in the medieval
Yeah.
Europe? Yeah.
In the medieval.
Yeah.
Just,
Not
it's
just any
the
old
medieval.
fuck. Yeah.
Just went to Elizabeth Bathory and just got it straight from her.
Exactly. Yeah, I just took a couple like cups in a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this story is about a countess
Oh,
that
yes.
bathes in the blood of virgins to stay young.
Drukia.
Sorry,
Drunken.
what did you say? Sorry?
This story, Drukia, Countess of Blood,
The
Contessa.
Contessa of Blood.
Don't know what that is.
Don't know what
But,
that
yeah.
Vagines.
Yes, it's about a Contessa
Yeah.
who bathes in the
Contessa?
blood of virgins.
Did you say Contessa?
Yes,
Say that again.
Contessa.
Contessa.
Yes.
Ooh, can you say that?
You can say Scunthor. That's got cunt in it.
Scunthor.
Yeah.
babes in the blood of virgins. And like to call this a story is a fucking
Virgins.
insult. Virgins.
It's very loose.
It's not a story.
loose.
Well, not. I'm not going to say that.
Not for a virgin is what you were going to say. Yeah. I'll say it for you, Joe.
Go on. Not like Carrying Cross. Caden Cross. Carrying Cross. He's a wrestler.
Right.
So this isn't a story. It's barely even. It's barely even an idea.
It's a collection of
It's just stuff. It's
scenes
stuff that happens.
Yeah.
But it's weirdly like got the best production values.
It does. No. Do you know like
Yeah, go on then, tell me.
the actual quality of the cinematography is actually very good.
Very good.
It's
Yes,
very good.
comparatively.
It is.
Comparatively.
They've got a
yeah.
real force.
It looks like Lord of the Rings.
I don't think it's that good.
No, it is. It is. He really found his
All the
moment
money
here.
went on this.
Danzig really found his
I mean,
niche.
I wish he got a Verotika too.
Oh,
So he could just
You'd
do
have been so
three
clever.
more stories.
Maybe you can only concentrate on one thing at a time, and he concentrated
Yeah.
on the cinematography in the last one, so he just lost the plot and everything else. Yeah.
So I think that like they blew all their budget on that horse because there's
Just having a
so
horse.
Much, yeah, there's so
Yeah.
much fucking footage
it is.
of that horse just walking slowly.
Yeah.
And I think like the same shot from different angles is played as well. Like it's just so fucking boring.
Yeah.
It is kind of. It is like ridiculously pathetic when you think that something like Nosferatu came out in the 1920s and did
Yeah.
horses like 1,000 times better than a movie that came out.
He did
in
everything
2020.
better than this. Yeah.
Yeah. But you think you'd learn? You think
Yeah.
you'd learn from what came
No, he
before?
knows better. He knows better
He
than what
does.
came before.
I actually think this movie's kind of inspiring. And I'll tell
Go on,
you
explain.
why. It's inspiring because if I or anyone else wanted to make a movie with no
You know-
talent or kind of like anything brought to the table,
You know it won't be the worst
It
film
won't
ever
be
made.
worse than this.
Yeah,
you can do
yeah.
better than
Yeah.
the bottom is already taken. So
Yes.
yeah,
I have another minor positive for this section.
Go on.
really.
Her assistant, Sheshka.
Sorry,
Right.
wait. Just crossing the cloud over here.
Shash. Her assistant Sheska. She's great. Like she's just having a good time. Like
Oh, when is it her head gets cut off and she's like, oh yeah, fucking
yeah, exactly.
head,
She's
yes.
so into it. She's
Yeah, that's
great. She's
that's
great.
Good. That's
yeah.
great.
But then I don't know. There's
Maybe the best actor in the whole.
honestly
in the
maybe
whole
she
thing.
might be. Yeah. That's my only note. The reactions of the assistant brackets Sheska are amazing. It's my only
Yeah.
note for the whole fucking.
I have
Yeah.
to say, I did not concentrate enough on this third act to.
I couldn't. I
No,
tried.
anything.
I couldn't.
I just went onto
she's-
Facebook and I hate
yeah.
Facebook.
It tried to have like a downer
There's
ending
a
when she dies and then gets chucked in the fire at the end.
Oh,
the person
fuck
that
me.
escaped.
I didn't see that the first time I watched it because I was
Wait, what?
preoccupied
Is that-
with anything else.
Is that wait the countess?
No.
No, the victim that gets away then gets caught,
Does she?
killed, and thrown in the
Yeah.
fire.
You may have been busy at that point, living your life.
Yeah.
I was just doing anything else.
It's the only thing I remember
Yeah.
because I tried to pay attention to at least the end. Like,
I can remember there's a bit when she's bathing in the blood
that goes on
for
for so
fucking
long.
minutes.
Like longer than all of the strip club scenes put together.
yeah, I
it
think
felt
honestly,
like
I think
10
so,
minutes.
yeah. So yeah, it's so fucking weird. Like because like the story set up at the beginning where she's like going to like a peasant house and she like picks her daughter, right? And so you think
it's the
that-
setup of like a folk horror.
Exactly. So you think that the story is going to be following, like the peasant girl going in to the castle, right, discovering the horrors and then
Yeah.
escaping at the end, right? That's the
It actually
story.
starts the most promising of all of them.
I think so. Like, I mean, they could have cut the fucking horse walking down by a few minutes.
But what about the budget?
No.
But otherwise, yeah, like
Spent loads on that.
up until she gets the peasant woman and then goes to the house, and then once they go back to the castle, it's just nothing. It's
Yeah.
just kill, like hose of blood at the naked woman, and she
It's
bathes a bit.
Fucking awful. That's all there is to it.
Literal paint drying.
They
Yeah.
literally just get. I mean, most of the time in this whole thing. They get like past their fucking prime pornographic actresses to be in this, right?
Yeah.
They're all like 50, 60 years old. And then for this one, they're like, oh, let's get a fucking 30-year-old and then we'll pan them off as a fucking virgin or something. And that's what they do. And they're like, yeah, this will be great. This will look fantastic on film, and it's just, oh, we got this all out. This is just like...
You're just giving up completely.
It's just awful. There's just nothing, there's nothing to this shit.
Not even worth making the point.
It's just like...
My point is... Oh, I just cut it.
I don't know.
It's
just ridiculous. They're just all terrible. I mean, I think, you know what? I actually have to give credit to all the people that appeared in this, because they're not like natural born actors, like in the general sense.
Clearly,
they fuck on screen, but that's much easier in a way.
Well, nobody could have been a convincing actor with the lines they were given.
No,
anyway,
it's like George Lucas.
Yeah, like, exactly.
You know, oh, I don't like sand. How was Hayden Christensen meant to make that realistic?
Anything other than stupid. Yeah.
And it's like these poor buggers in this film.
We've gone back to the 60s in our slang.
They have a really hard time. That's all I'm saying. And I feel for them. I'm just looking at Caden Cross's Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's what you're looking at.
And she's a member of AVN.
Yeah.
And that's a Hall of Fame for adult video news. And it's for people honoured for their work. 1 minute. That's for people honoured in their work in the adult entertainment industry, right? So she's part of, like, things.
Good. Should we cut this point also?
Yes.
No. Because I'm being nice. I'm being earnest.
Does it count if you say that?
She's been in 2007, she was in the top 20 adult actresses.
Oh.
So they say adult actresses. Does that mean adult actresses, or does that mean
all adult actresses?
Adult actresses.
She beat out Meryl Streep for that one. Yeah.
Diana Riggs got nothing on. Oh no, what's her face? Caden Cross. Not Carrion, because that's a wrestler. Anyway, you're editing this, Dave.
I'm not editing shit. It's going out unedited.
No.
We'll give it to our Patreons.
No, we don't have Patreons.
We will. For this. Can we just fucking end this shit?
No!
We go back to Morella.
Well, there's nothing else to...
She's got her tits
movie.
out now, and that's the end of the fucking film. Fuck this. Mic drop.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah,
It was on the screen and I was so disinterested.
We cut back,
No.
back to Caden and she's got her tits out now, and that's
Right,
it.
okay.
You remember from 2007 when Caden Cross...
Oh, yeah, I was there. Yeah.
She's in Breaking Bad.
She's been in lots of stuff.
Chicks and Guns.
Credits.
The episode Chicks and Guns.
It's like a fake promo advert thing.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear some behind the scenes stuff?
Please.
Yeah. I've watched some like Q&As. And Danzig,
Lemonade.
Danzig is like so fucking deluded. Like, it's insane.
Well, he thinks it's really good.
Yes. Like,
He does.
yes, he thinks it's really good. So he's actually like quite a cinephile. Like he's
What? Sorry, I'm joking.
he's like all of his influences are like
He's a what?
like
What does he say?
I'm really derailing this.
Eating
I
Mark
apologise.
European horror movies from like way back when. So like, for example, the Dagette sequence
Right.
was inspired, and the reason it's in French or French accents was inspired by the French film Beauty and the Beast from '46.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's a
Yeah,
masterpiece.
and
This is
one of his favorite films.
Yeah.
And
Also,
he nearly
got like barely any.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that
And John, hear this?
there's a quote unquote beauty and a quote unquote beast.
Yeah,
in it.
that's all it needs.
Yeah.
And he nearly filmed that in black and white. Could you imagine if he did that?
Yeah. Even more preposterous. There's not even like a romance thing between them. So how could it be?
How about this? Verotika premiered June 13, 2019 at the Cinepocalypse Film Festival in Chicago, Illinois. Throughout the screening, the film elicited laughter from the audience. In the Q&A session following the show,
Danzig was there.
Oh, yeah.
Awkward
Danzig asserted that he did not intend the film to be comedic, stating that viewers laughed at the parts that he wouldn't have. And I was just going to imagine.
Oh man, I wish we'd
we'd
stayed around for Ladybug. We could have had the exact same shit.
Exactly.
I watched one of these like YouTube. Someone filmed the Q&A of the last ever showing of this film. And he sort of is coming to terms with the fact that people are taking the piss out of it.
Right.
Like he's sort of going, he's saying stuff like, you know, you can cry at this film, you can feel anxious, you can laugh. Like,
Trying to own it.
yeah. He's trying his hardest. He said, this is going to be the last time it's shown. I'm just about to get murdered by Danzig.
Well, we found
Dark
out he's got
Lanes.
a movie in 2021 that like barely anybody's seen. It was something about vampire women or something.
We'll cover it. We'll cover it next.
Love that shit. He loves vampires.
I do love vampires, especially
Why
when
have you
they've
not
got
seen it?
Death Rider in the House of Vampires.
Death Rider and the Vampire.
What's it got on IMDb?
House Pies.
Horror Western.
Did I say that right?
Ah, cool.
What did you say it was called?
Death Rider in
Death-
the House of Vampires.
Death Rider in the House of Vampires.
Yeah.
Vampires.
It's really quite wordy.
Buffy.
Kendra.
In the
That's
Wild
racism.
West, the mysterious
No, you're editing this.
in the Wild West, the mysterious Death Rider enters a dangerous vampire sanctuary where the price of admission is one female virgin. So, yeah.
Nice callback.
Thanks, bro.
I got you, man.
Thanks, bro. 3.5 out of
it's
10.
like Andrew Tate.
378 votes. So
Wow. Hey.
Can we end it?
No.
Just end it.
Do you want
it's got
to?
Julian Sands in it.
Julian Clary.
Well, it must be one of his last roles.
Oh, was he
Yeah,
dead?
he died in
Oh, I'm sorry.
2023.
Maybe not.
Maybe this killed him.
Do you want to hear some?
Devon Sawa, or whatever the fuck his name is, from Final
no
Destination as
way.
well.
Oh, do you know who else is in this? I wasn't expecting silence. That girl who married that 50-something-year-old when she was 16.
That's right.
Yeah.
She plays blonde girl.
Yeah.
So, Mike, you know Percy in The Green Mile, the guard, Percy.
Yeah.
The actor in real life
greasy
is
guy.
like a massive piece of shit.
Yeah, he married a
Right.
16-year-old.
He married a 16-year-old when he was in his 50s. And,
Right.
and she's
Was
in
this
this.
recent then?
She's in this, yeah.
Relatively recent. And
She's
she's in-
13. She's the same age as us.
Yeah, she's the blonde girl that gets her face cut off in the second one. He's like, I didn't call maintenance. That's her.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
So, do you want to hear a few
Reviews?
reviews from people like us who watch this?
Yes.
What do they call them? Customer reviews? Or that's Amazon, isn't it? What do we call them?
Contemporary reviews?
No, like people who watched it.
Reviews?
Who's reviewing it without watching it, mate? Those are just
As
reviews.
in not like professional. People.
Amateur?
No, not amateur.
User?
User reviews. That'll do. Yeah, that'll be a good one. That'll be a good.
Users on what?
Whoa! Google.
Google.
I don't know. Well, let's hold on. It says reviews. Yeah, reviews aren't verified by Google, but they're on Google. I've lost it now. 1 minute. There we go. Right. Okay. You ready? And you can guess how many stars they gave them, okay?
They're all going to be like 1 and 2, surely.
No, don't spoil the game.
This is the game.
I wanted to play.
Can you tell me if there's anything high on there so that I can at
And one of
least...
them's going to be Joker. There we go. Anyway, so this one comes from Kerry, and it's from a year ago. And Kerry says, the stories are creative, except for the last one. I feel like...
Well, yeah.
I feel like if this were an anime/hentai, it would have been better received. The set design is okay for a low-budget film at times. It's actually shot well. Nice lighting, nice set design.
She's talking about Verotika.
Yeah. But
Not
overall-
Veronica, the decent horror movie from 2016.
but
or whatever.
overall, the film is bad. Like, hilariously bad. The editor, Brian Cox, fuck off. Fuck you. Sorry. What a great theme tune Succession has. The editor Brian Cox needs to actually work. There are so many clips at the end of scenes that make it look like we're watching the unedited reel as the camera just keeps running, or actresses just keep recycling through their animation cycles. There's more to it, but at the end, PS, basically. But decent and not great. The cast are ridiculous and give all of first non-adult film vibes. What do you reckon that gets out of 5?
2.
4. That seemed vaguely positive.
4?
Just a 2. Just a 2.
She was kind of creative. She used the word creative. So
that could mean anything.
Okay. What about from Rahit, who says, it's Pan's Labyrinth porn parody. A very bad movie, but...
No, it isn't.
In what way?
But really funny. You can literally listen to the background
Is that the
crew
one other
talking.
film we've seen?
Every transition of scenes are with fade effect. What did he give out of 5?
Say it again. Skip the Pan's Labyrinth. That was annoying.
Out of 5. I thought it was out of 10.
No.
Oh,
A very bad movie, but really funny. You can literally listen to the background crew talking. Every transition of scenes are with fade effect.
He's given that a 1. There's nothing positive in that review.
You can't do half, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, 1.
5.
Oh, fuck you.
This is the quality of Amazon reviews. Didn't arrive. 5-star.
Here's from Peter.
Yeah.
Here's from Peter. In the veins of such classics of Plan 9, The Room, Samurai Cop. Oh god, the grammar here is terrible. So bad it's good movies. If you're looking to be entertained, be it for the wrong reasons, then this film is for you. What do you reckon?
No, he's pretty positive. I think that's a 4.
It's a 5.
It's a freaking 5-star reviews. This is bullshit.
I can't give it 0, so I had to grudgingly give it 1 star. Not even laughing glad, just terrible. From Mark, what did he give it?
5 stars.
Yeah, Mark's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's giving it a 4.
No, he's giving it a 1. I literally gave it to you.
You did?
Chris, you should all read Verotika number 4. A story called A Taste of Cherry. What did he give it?
That's not a review.
Yeah.
Some kind of PSA.
Anyway, he gave it a 5. Scott has the best one. He says, how do I raise this from my brain? 7 people found that helpful. So,
Let me wrap it up.
Yeah, like a Christmas present.
Yep.
So, Dave.
Yep.
Now, apart from the idea that, you know, how it really connected with you about virgins and how you love the bathing in the blood of them, and
that was me.
A new beauty tip. Yeah, that was Mike, by the way.
So, I think you both love the virgin blood.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
I'm just buying it all, so it's out of stock whenever he goes. Yeah.
What the fuck? Why'd you have to be so mean in this hypothetical scenario?
It's like, what's her fucking name? Bathwater.
Oh yeah, Belle.
Belle. Yeah. Subscribe, OnlyFans. Dave.
Yep.
What do you give one Verotika out of 5, 10, 15, 20, out of 10?
Out of 10? 1. It's the worst film I've seen in my life. Straight up, it's the worst film I've ever seen in my life.
Mike.
I could show you some horrors.
Well, we'll see. But
I could show you.
It's a 2. Purely because it's awful and it's got no redeeming features, but I'd still rather watch it than some of the other films I've seen.
No fucking way is there a film worse than this.
Yes.
Name one.
Son of the Mask.
Surely it's not that bad.
Son of the Mask is terrible.
Son of the Mask is physically painful.
Have you seen it as well, Joe?
I fucking hate Son of the Mask.
Is it worse than this?
Yes.
See, there we go. Let's watch Son of the Mask now.
No.
We should review Son of the Mask.
Yeah, it is horrific.
I hate it. I genuinely hate that
It's
film.
literally painful. It makes me hurt on the inside and out.
Yeah. It gives me fucking hernia.
Jesus, all right.
Yeah. It makes me want to literally just slip my wrists.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to slip the back of my fucking leg where it really gets you.
My God.
You got it planned out.
This is a deep wound. Son of the mask, the trauma.
So deep, I can't be saved.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So, Joe, how about you out of 10, Verotika?
Do you know what?
10 out of 10.
That last one really brings it down a whole lot, because if it weren't for that, I enjoy the strip stuff. I like the idea of that bloke who just doesn't have eyes. The man with just
A chin.
a chin and a mouth. Who's, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that was fucking hilarious. The fact that it has Sean Waltman, aka X-Pac, in it.
You're gonna go everything he's ever been in, which is probably hundreds of shit credits. You're gonna give like a high review to
because he's a cool motherfucker. He is right. Okay. Let me just
off the podcast, please.
No, shush. Be quiet.
I am kind of sick of these chairs. Feel like I've been sat in this fucking chair
No, look,
for so long.
listen now. Like, this is important. X-Pac,
Is it about X-Pac,
Sean Waltman.
6-pack, 2-pack?
Yeah,
whatever the fuck his name is.
Sean Waltman is the only person to be a member of both the NWO, the New World Order, and the DX. Right? That makes him special. That makes him good.
Okay.
So what's your fucking review?
And like, I'll put it out there now, I actually quite liked the first one because it was so fucking mental and out there. Like, she had eyes for nip.
Yes.
That does get...
You're the juvenile crowd he's trying to play to, mate.
The target
And
audience.
Danzig is a legend. He's a lively bloke. Like, have you seen him in interviews? He smiles. He actually...
Because he's a happy man.
Because it's deluded.
Inflates his movie.
He has written songs for Johnny Cash and Roy Orbison. That makes him okay in my books.
Fair play.
And he employed Sean Waltman, which gives him extra credentials. Now, saying all of that, that last segment really brings him down with the virginal blood, whatever the fuck it is. Virginal blood. But the idea of that first one with the nipples for eyes and the eyes for nipples thing.
I wish it was nipples for eyes. That would be great, yeah.
You know, it's just so off the fucking rails. It opens really well, and I can imagine. I just enjoyed that, and then it all went fucking downhill, which is a shame. It's a real crying shame. So, long story short.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Danzig. Like, what a nice guy. He smiles. He likes Night of the Living Dead, which we've covered. Have a look, see that one. Like, share, subscribe, and all of that bullshit.
Indeed.
You're breathing in. Why are you breathing in?
I've got to survive, mate. To be alive.
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10.
What the fuck?
A 5?
Fuck you.
Just because of that first one. It was a 10. And then... and then...
The first one's a 10, the second one's a 5, and the third one's a 0.
No. The second one is a 7. And then the third one... It's kind of minus points to whatever makes it 5 by. Dave, do that.
Don't want to run
do
the
that
maths.
Calculation. What is that?
I'm gonna say 2.
Okay.
And then average.
So there you
5,
go.
maybe.
There you go. So then that basically means it's a 5. So yeah, It was fun. It was a fun ride. I've enjoyed this tonight, and I hope you have too. And if you have, then you know what to do. You like, you share. You subscribe and you make us famous.
They'll only be sharing this with people that they hate.
And then you make us rich, which means we get to all move together in one big... Give us your hands.
Just the one?
Yeah, just the one. Then we all get to move together
I don't like this.
to Australia, and we can all lay on the beach as we do our podcast in the future, and that's what we all want at the end of the day. Laying down on the beach, thinking about Verotika and Caden Cross and Karrion Cross, the wrestler, and Sean Waltman. X-Pac. Yeah. So thank you for watching today. We love your company. And Dave is editing this one, and he's gonna have a good time.
He is.
So thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. See you soon. I hope you enjoyed. We didn't.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.